everybody! Today we're going to be talking about vibrato and what you need to know to do that successfully. So we're going to be talking about the technique involved. We're going to do some warm-ups associated with that, with vibrato, and then talking about what you need to do for your assignment this week and how to complete that successfully. So if you already know how to do vibrato, you can go ahead and skip to the end. It's not a very long video, so it might benefit you, even if you already think you know how to do vibrato, to go through the steps with us today. So the first thing we need to do is get our instruments out, get those instruments up and ready. So I'm going to grab mine from right here. So I'll be demonstrating today on a violin and also on a cello. I don't have a bass or viola with me, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But we should be able to show all you need to know in regard to technique with the shoulder bass instrument and the floor bass instrument. So first things first, we're going to sit in our correct position and posture, and I'm going to be going over a warm-up, a hand rocking exercise to get your muscles moving in the correct way. So first thing you're going to do for violins and violas, just make your hand into a C shape. This is for cellos and basses too, but we'll get to you guys in a second. Make your hand into a C shape and just next to your instrument so your muscles in your arm are in about the right spot. Just going to go back and forth next to your instrument. This is just a warm-up. Just let your hand slide. Now you can either be moving from the wrist here, it's called wrist vibrato, or from the elbow, which would be called arm vibrato, where your whole forearm is moving back and forth, and that's really just personal preference. Okay, and then I'll show you for cellos and basses. The hand shape is the same, but the technique and the positioning is a little bit different, right? Because we know that these instruments are different, of course. So for cellos and basses, again, that C shape. This is not how you would play it normally, right? This is still just a warm-up. You're going to put your hand on top of the strings and then just rock back and forth. So for cellos and basses, you're going to be moving your hand and then your forearm a little bit here and just kind of rotating through. Let's try that warm-up together. So still without your bow, let's just do 8 counts of hand rocking, vibrato rock. So thumb next to the neck or on top of the neck for cellos and basses. Let's just do a nice solid 8 counts of vibratoing, rocking back and forth all the way through that 8 counts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and you can practice that warm-up as many times as you want. I just like to do that when I'm focusing on vibrato to get my arm muscles, get those larger muscles in your arm relaxed and get you used to that motion. Okay, let's start with violins and violas. So for you guys, your thumb and your hand position is going to look the same as it always has. So your thumb is going to go on the side of the neck. The biggest difference is that when you're doing vibrato, you have to keep this space next to your hand, between your hand and the side of the neck. And then for vibratoing, and this applies to all instruments, you're going to be vibratoing one finger at a time. So you cannot keep your other fingers pushed down while you are doing vibrato on one of them. It's one at a time. So I'll show you. So first finger here, second finger. I'm putting these on the D string because that is the string that you'll be using with the PDF that was attached to this assignment. So first finger, see second finger by itself, my whole hand is moving back and forth. I prefer wrist vibrato for me personally, which is why it looks like this. If I was doing arm vibrato, it might look something like that. Okay. All right, let's go over to the cello, and I'll show you what that looks like with the cello and bass. So on the strings, once the cello and bass, you have it positioned in front of you, your thumb is going to go behind the neck, where it usually is, in the center back of your instrument. And then we'll just go through, for the technique of this, where your hand is moving up and down with some rotation of your forearm here. Okay, first finger, second finger. Just make sure everything is loose, everything's still in the C shape, and again, it's one finger at a time. One finger at a time. So if you try to vibrato with all 4 fingers at once, it's not going to go anywhere, and you're not going to hear a difference in the sound, and you'll get frustrated. So one finger at a time for all instruments, and they don't need to be lifted way off, just a little bit. Now, let's take a look at your assignment for this week. And let's play through that together. Okay. So for your assignment, taking a look at this, make sure you're paying attention to the fingerings and the notes that are there. So everybody is playing D, E, F natural, F sharp, G, and A with the fingerings that are listed over the notes. So for everyone, we're all starting on open D. Violins and violas, you're ending with 4th finger A. And cellos and basses, you have the option of either using open A for your final note, or cellos playing shifted 4th position, 1st finger for A, and basses, you have the option of shifting to 3rd position on G and playing, if you look here, you have the option of shifting to 3rd position for G and using your pinky for A right there. For advanced orchestra, cellists and basses, I'd like you to use the right side, the more advanced fingering. Okay, so let's try this together. So the goal of our exercise here is to play with an even vibrato all the way through, even if it's slow, and to make sure that you can hear vibrato on every note, except for the open strings, of course. So make sure that you can hear something happening. Your hand is rocking back and forth on every single note, not just on the middle finger or the ring finger, the ones that are easier to do. Okay, let's try this together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So once you're done, save the assignment to your computer, and then you're going to go into Google Classroom and upload it. So if you're not sure what that's going to look like, let's take a look. So over here, if you continue looking at the screen, your screen should look just like this or pretty close to it. So you see the assignment here. You see the PDF here, which has the notes that we were just looking at, that shows you what to play for your assignment. It will also have the link for the video, but it doesn't have it now because I'm creating that video right as you watch this right now. So you're seeing into the future. So over here, where it says your work, you will click add or create, and then you will upload your file here. So the little paper clip. You'll click on that, and then you'll attach it from your computer. Once you do that, you will click the mark as done, and it will submit it to me, and I'll be able to give you a grade for that assignment. It's pretty simple, but I know sometimes that can be overwhelming if you've never submitted anything like that before. Make sure in your video that I can see your left hand as you're playing, and that it's not blocked by a music stand, and then that's it, and I'll get back to you this week and I'll have a grade for you. If you have any questions at all, if you take a look at the screen again where it says class comments, if possible, if you feel like it's a question that would benefit the rest of the class to hear the answer to, let's fill that in down here and send it, and that way everyone can see it and I can respond to it directly from there. If you're not comfortable doing that, just send it on a private comment over here, and I see that and it's just attached to your account and no one else can see that comment. You can also always email me anytime. So you can send me an email when you're working on this assignment. You can send me an email over other things if you have questions about previous assignments we've done. So never feel like you have to send it through here. Sometimes I'll see it faster if you send me an email, but either way I'm going to be able to get to that comment. Thanks everybody. Good luck. I'm sure they're going to be beautiful. I miss you all, and I'm looking forward to seeing your submissions. Bye.